Are these the most beastly knives that have ever been created by mankind? I'll try to answer that. Stick around. And we're back! Okay, I know you guys missed the and we're back, so now you got it back. So welcome back to 5 Minute Knives, the channel that's not in the cult of Olight, but still owns a couple of them. Today, we're going to talk about these Bark River beasties that were sent in to me by my customer Travis. And shout out, bud. Thank you for the business. I do appreciate you. Travis just sent me a generous tip because I told him what a pain in the tailpipe these things were to make. But I wasn't complaining to get a tip, so I feel bad now that he did tip. Thank you, though. I do appreciate you. And let's get into it. So these are the Bark River Bravo series. This is the Survivor, and this is the Taupe Recon, right? So since they're so beastly, I'm going to get into one at a time. Let's set this off to the side, and we'll get into the Bark River Survivor. One of these sheaths is for this. This is the sheath that it came with. And as you can see, the strap has already been cut. It's really poorly placed. Let's go ahead and take the knife out of its sheath. Whoa. Jeez, man. This is a beast. CPM 3V steel beastly. And let's go ahead and put it in its sheath. Now look at the design of the sheath. Every time you put this knife away, you either got to hold this little strap out and put your finger in harm's way, and this strap's like this. I don't know, do they not use these things after they make them? It's a nice sheath otherwise. Well made, looks solid. You know, you got the old welt going. I don't know. Looks like a nice sheath to me, but as you can see, it's already been cut, and here's why. Look, if I want to draw this out in a hurry, guess who's getting the sharp end of the blade? This strap. So dumb. Hate it. So Travis hit me up and said, hey, I have this Survivor and Taupe Recon. I want a sheath for those each. And I was like, yeah. And I saw the pictures and I'm like, okay, 7-ish inch blades. This one has a 7.125 inch blade. And you see this like finger choil here, which is actually really, really cool. And how big are these monsters? Well, let's roll in a competitive size comparison. Here is the Swiss Army Cadet. And as you can see, it's pretty close. Similar price too. And I don't think you can go wrong with either of these. But if I had to pick between the two, I would go probably with the Survivor. But again, you know, the Cadet's quite the beast too. So, you know, either way, you can't go wrong. Bark River knives are awesome. Expensive. We'll get into how much, but costly. But black micarta handle, well made, really, really nice ergos on the handle. Just a beauty. I love this lanyard tude calibrator. It's freaking awesome, man. This is an awesome knife. Medium large mitts, fits pretty well, would fit large hands really well. Heavy some gram. What's this thing weigh? It says 17.125 ounces. Let's put it to the test. I don't believe them. I never believe anyone. 17.9, so glad I checked it on my little AliExpress scale. But this is a beastly some gram, 265 inch thickness blade. Got a little bit of jimping here on the old Thurnab ramp. I mean, it works. Could be a chopper. Like I said, convex grind. Here's a look at the grind lines on the CPM 3V steel. Just beautiful, man. This knife is stunning. Okay, so here's the sheath I made for it. Now, you got this little bit of a drop down thing here. It's offset to not get in the way of your hand as you're drawing. As you can see, you push off with the thumb ramp and out she goes. Kind of stiff retention, but I'll roll it in here. I had to make a bunch of blocking for these. Not so much this one as the other one was worse than this one. And as you can see, you got like this little line right here. That's because I knew I needed some more rigidity at the tip. These things are so beastly. So I put another piece of Kydex there, and that line, there's nothing you can do about it. It's just on there now, you know, and I kind of ground down a little bit here to make a cool design, I think. I think this looks really awesome, actually. Little drainage snake bites back there. And you can get a D-ring, bud, with a dangler for this. Just don't forget to Loctite these, because I don't put any Loctite on the hardware for you guys in case you want to change stuff. So, but that's what I have for that one. I think it's pretty badass. Let's get into the next one. I don't want this to be a really long video. So this one is the Taupe Recon, which is really beautiful. He said, like, leave the colors up to me, and he wanted orange in the back because there's an orange liner here. And, you know, it's cool. But you know what color would have worked with this orange, believe it or not? And this handle? Tiffany blue. I just didn't think he wanted a Tiffany blue and orange sheath, but those colors do work. I debated between this OD carbon fiber and chocolate, and I think the OD just came out awesome. With the black shoe down here, like it looks so cool. Frickin' love this sheath. Polished edges, just sharp looking son of a grum. Now this one was the bee of the bunch, and you can clearly see why, but what a man's knife. This is so badass. And he said these are jade handles. I don't know what color that is, but they're cool. Look at the Tude calibration device right here. Badass. Sick. Amazing. Again, CPM 3V, 60 Rockwell. The blade thickness is 0.187. The weight's 14 ounces. Let's see if they are also lying about this one. 14.87 ounces. Yes, they are lying. They are liars. So there you go. But it's a heavy knife. Not as heavy as the other one. Not as heavy as the Survivor. If you're looking for the lighter of the two, this is definitely it. And it's got some interesting balance. These fullers here take away a lot of the weight in the blade, which is nice. Somewhat of a harpoon style clip point. A lot of belly on these suckers. Very sharp. And I'm just really proud with the way the sheaths came out. Again, strong retention. Badass. You can add a dangler to this one. You can put a combat loop on there, tech lock, whatever you want to do. There's your drainage holes there, bud. But what do you guys think, man? And I hope they're not Ashy Larry. They're coming right from the shop. Just look how cool. I've never done these before. And by the way, I'm not doing these again. I mean, I would, but they're going to be expensive for you guys. Like, if you guys go, oh, I saw your Bark River video and I want sheaths just like that, don't freak out when I send you the quote, because these took forever. But totally worth it for my homie. And he gave me a nice tip. I didn't expect that. That was great. Thanks, man. You didn't have to do that. I feel bad. I wasn't like complaining to get a tip. I was just telling him like, in the future, if you order this, it's going to be a little more pricey, you know? But isn't that pretty, guys? Isn't that cool? I just added some more rigidity down here. That's all I was doing. And then bam. Like, I had to make blocking for all this. I had to like make MDF cutouts for in here, for back of here, for this area, and then 2 little pieces of clear Kydex I put in the fullers. And then I had to like shape them to fit in this groove. That was fun. That took about an hour. So yeah, but totally worth it. I mean, this knife is incredible. This is my favorite of the two. I think this is just so badass. So anyway, enjoy, brother. Just freaking cool knives. Bark River, always surprising me, always making beautiful stuff. Not cheap, we mentioned it in the beginning of the video, so okay, the Survivor, I'm seeing for like $325, somewhere in there, median price. This guy, I'm finding for like 300 and change. I saw it on eBay for 600. Get out of town, man. That's expensive. So we got like 600 beans on the table right here, and it's like, wow. I mean, I get it, they're awesome, they're cool, but it's just a little rich for my blood. That being said, you know, if you were like, hey, Armageddon's tomorrow, you know, you got $1,000 in the bank, buy a knife. This is pretty sick, man. You'd be proud to have this one in the old Procra rips, in the old end times, says me. Not great for piercing, but really great for chopping. Bit of a slasher too, and with this convex grind, I mean, you can get a lot of work done. So I don't know, I think they're just hardcore. Really honored to have made sheaths for these because, you know, I wouldn't have gotten these in hand otherwise. I really, really love the pommel on this guy. You know, jimped, hardcore, badassery, just sick. Ergonomic handle, great balance. You think they're a little slippery. They're not bad. I mean, if your hands were sweaty, maybe, but the ergos are so good, you just got them locked in. Plus the cool factor is off the charts. That's beyond cool. I see why you bought this. I know a lot of guys, oh, $300, it's crazy. I get it. I mean, I didn't buy them. But that being said, now that I have them in hand, I mean, us poor guys are missing out because that's freaking awesome. Beastin'. So anyway, guys, I've rambled long enough. Let me know what you think of the Bark River monsters that I have here. The old Survivor and the Recon Taupe. Let me know if I'm saying that right. Taupe. And again, everybody thank Travis for sending these in. Let me shoot in a video. I appreciate you, bud. Thank you for the business. Thanks for keeping the channel going. And you guys are amazing. If you guys want a sheath made, go ahead and email me at dragonscalejoe@gmail.com for a quote. And again, sound off in the comments your thoughts on these bad Larrys. And I'll see you guys next time right here on 5 Minute Knives.